Hi everyone, welcome to another video. So today I wanted to create a look using drugstore products, which are affordable, but also ones that are fantastic for mature skin. I'm always trying to find products that are either hydrating for my skin, don't settle into fine lines, are really quick and easy to use, lightweight. So I think today I have a nice complement of those products. And I think some of these you probably have in your own collection. Some of them are staples, they've been around forever. So we'll just jump in and get started. I have already prepped my face with all of my skincare products and my sunscreen, but I haven't applied a primer yet. So one of the products I like to use is a product that you can use, I call it double duty. It's one that you can wear alone or under your foundation as a primer. You can wear it as a highlighter, and it's the L'Oreal the Lumi Glotion. So with this one, it does give quite a bit of glowiness, but that's why I like to apply it underneath my foundation. I find it just enhances the foundation. It comes as a squeezy tube, and I have this one in the shade 902 Light. Now it does come, I believe, in about 4 different shades. So I usually just take it between my fingers. You can see my skin is already a bit hydrated because of the sunscreen that I'm using today. But I do like to apply this right where I have a tendency to have products settle into my skin, which is my smile lines, just down around my mouth area here, and then definitely up on my forehead where I have my forehead wrinkles. I find this just really helps me look healthy and glowy, radiant, and gives my complexion just a brighter appearance. And then no surprise, my color corrector today is going to be the NYX Fix Stick Plus. I love this color corrector. I would say that there isn't a lot to choose from like a drugstore line for color correcting, but this one is so super creamy, and it just does a nice job of covering up my darkness. Blends in really nicely. It does have different shades. So if you have different colored pigmentation under your eyes, or if you just want to color correct the rest of your face, they do have quite a shade range of those neutralizing colors. So while we're waiting for that to sink in, we'll apply eyebrow products. So the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, I think, is a great one for mature skin. The spoolie is super soft. And what I've noticed, even within the last couple of weeks, now my brow hair right here, I'm starting to lose brow hair at the beginning of my brow, and it's like, oh my goodness, now I have to work even harder at trying to fill in my brows. So I just start at the beginning of my brow. This pencil is very pigmented, so it doesn't take a lot of work to apply the shade. I have it in the shade Brunette, and then what I do is I just make a line right under the brow hair just to give it some definition. And then instead of going down, I try and just feather it out. But this is a really soft pencil. And from the comments that I often get about it, so many of you, I think, use this one. And even though it is a very, very fine tip pencil, that's the shade there. What's nice about it is it doesn't break. Sometimes I have had some eyebrow pencils that are very thin, and they do end up snapping, but this one is quite sturdy. It is waterproof, so it's not going to smudge throughout the day, and it really does stay in place. Now, I think this is the perfect drugstore nude palette. And it's the one by NYX, the Ultimate Warm Neutrals. Neutral shades are amazing for mature skin, and very quick and easy to use and apply. But isn't that just a gorgeous little palette? You have 16 shades to choose from, a mixture of some mattes and some shimmers. Unfortunately, they don't have actual shade names, so I'm just going to show you which ones I'm using. So this one right here, I'm going to use as my transition shade, and it's more like a chocolate brown. And I'm just going to use my Angie Hot and Flashy A503 fluffy brush. And I always take a lighter shade like that to use as my transition shade. And I generally apply it all over the lid, right from the mobile lid right to the eyebrow area. And I find just using a transition shade really helps get rid of any of the veins I have or redness. Now you could absolutely just leave it like this, the one and done kind of eyeshadow look. But if you also want to add in a little bit more, I like to go in with a little bit of a darker shade So this one right in the very corner here, it's a darker brown. And this one I'm just going to apply right on the outer edge, just to give it a little bit of definition. But just doing it this way is really quick and easy and simple. I don't like to spend a lot of time on applying eye products. And if I do seem a little tired today or look a little tired, I was traveling all week for work for my full-time job. So I'm just a little tired. I only got home last night at about 8 o'clock, and then I knew I was going to be filming today, so I had to plan what I wanted to film. But I just wanted to sit down and chat with you guys, see how you are all doing and how your week went. I can't believe we're already in August. Like, holy smokes. Time is just flying. And before you know it, we are going to be into fall, which is like my favorite time of the year. I love creating fall videos. Let me know down in the comments, what sort of fall videos do you like? Do you like makeup tutorials? Do you like product videos? Like what sort of products to use in the fall? So just leave me a comment down below. I'm going to start planning some of those videos. And then I want to now brighten up the eye area just a little bit. So I'm going to go in with this shade right on the end here. It's like a vanilla cream color. And this one I'm just going to take my finger to apply it. Right on the inner corner to about halfway. Now I'm just going to leave the eyes as is right now. We'll carry on after, but I do want to start applying my foundation. So the one I'm using today is the Covergirl Clean Invisible Foundation. I have it in the shade Light Beige. I've been really enjoying this a lot through the summertime. I find it's one of those ones that's really quick and easy to use. It gives a natural radiant finish. It's a product you can apply with just your fingers if you want. I prefer to use a brush with this one just because it does give me that lighter coverage. It's very blendable and it is also buildable. And I find it just really melts into the skin. I just apply a little bit to the back of my hand. And then I take just a foundation brush. This is the BK Beauty 106 brush. And then I start in the center of the face and start working my way out. This is a product that has been around for quite a while, but it changed packaging. It used to come in a glass package. So it's nice. I like the convenience that it's gone to this little tube. It's great for travel. I'm just going to apply it to this one side of my face, and you'll see the kind of coverage it gives. So I've done just this side of my face. So hopefully you can see how it just evened out my skin tone. Looks very natural looking, fresh, and healthy looking. Doesn't settle all into my fine lines. It's just a really wonderful product. And one thing I did forget to mention to you is there is actually quite a few brands that I'm using today that are cruelty free. I know that is important to a lot of my viewers. So anything that I show by NYX, CoverGirl, Milani, e.l.f, Physicians Formula, all of those brands are cruelty free. Now, a concealer that has been around forever and is a staple in the drugstore world is the Maybelline, the Instant Age Rewind Concealer. So this is the one that has the spongy tip applicator, which I know a lot of people don't like that part of it, but the actual product, the formulation is amazing. And I think it is fantastic for mature skin. So what you do is twist up. So a little bit of product comes up to the sponge tip. Now you can go directly in with the product, or sometimes what I do is apply it to the back of my hand and then use my makeup brush to apply it. But what I'm going to do today is apply it directly to under my eye area. And this does come in several shades. I have it in the shade 110, and I apply it just right where I am the darkest. And this also gives me the opportunity to clean up my eyeshadow if it's come down too far. I usually let concealer sit on my skin for a good 20 seconds or so, and I find the warmth of my skin helps it apply better. Then I just go in with my concealer brush and start tapping it in. This is wonderful because it doesn't crease on me. It stays true all day. It doesn't fade. It doesn't enhance any of my fine lines that I've got going on. And then I also take my brush with the product that I have on there and just clean up right around my eye area, because I do have darkness that comes up along the side of where my tear duct is. But this does help the under eye area look radiant and it doesn't look dry. And then what I do is I just take my sponge to make sure that the foundation and concealer blend together. And I'll just come a little closer so you can see the difference between this side and this side that isn't done yet. And then don't worry, we're going to tone down the glowiness. I'm going to do that as a last step. I know I'm quite glowy today, but the combination of the Glotion and the Covergirl foundation, they're both so hydrating, and I just love the radiance that it gives. Now, if you're somebody that doesn't like to tightline or use any sort of eyeliner on your eyes, you can certainly skip this step, but I'm just going to quickly tightline. I'm using the NYX the Epic Wear liner. I have it in the shade Gunmetal Gaze. So it's not quite like a stark black shade, but it does have a little bit of softness to it. And all I really do is take the eyeliner and just apply it to the top lash line. And it just helps give some fullness and definition to the eye and fills in all of those little gaps that sometimes you can get. And you can see just how simple that was to give the eye some fullness. This is the side that's done, and this isn't done yet. And then I do want to take this and I apply just a little bit right on the top of the lash line. Like I said, you can certainly skip this step. And then if you do want to do any sort of softening of that line, you can take an angled brush. And this one's a great one because it has a little bit of stiffness to it. Then I take the brush and I just diffuse the line somewhat. But I love these liners because they are waterproof, they are very pigmented, they stay all day, they don't smudge. And then what I'm going to do is take my rougher, this is the 3 brush, it's like a little pencil brush. And I'm going to take that one shade that I was using in the NYX palette just to run under my lower lash line. This one's very precise and fits nicely under the eye area. But again, another step that you can skip if you don't like putting color under your eye. And then I did just quickly curl my lashes with my rougher eyelash curler off camera. Now the mascara I have been absolutely loving these last couple of weeks is the one by Milani, but it's their tubing mascara. It's the highly rated lash extension mascara. And I think this is just wonderful for mature eyes. I think tubing mascaras in general are fantastic just because they are so easy to remove and there's less tugging on the eye area. So I usually start right at the base of my lashes and work my way up. As I mentioned in a previous video, the only thing with this wand I find is it is a little bit on the spiky side. So just be careful when you're applying it so that you don't get too close to the eyeball. But I have been just blown away how easy it is to apply. I have had zero smudging with it, no flaking. Now another product that I think works wonders for mature skin is by e.l.f. It's their bronzer and contour. Now this is a liquid product, but I think it is fantastic for us mature ladies. It's very pigmented, long-lasting, buildable, blendable. I have this in the shade 2, which is Fair Light. I do find this one very easy to use. And I think this really rivals like any high-end liquid bronzer. What I prefer to do is apply it to the back of my hand. And then I use my 1/16 BK Beauty brush. This is a smaller version to the foundation brush that I used earlier, but it fits nicely onto the cheek area. And I just bounce it on the skin. I find if you rub it on, you can get streaks that way. If you've seen any of my other makeup tutorials, you know that I always like to run it along my forehead as a contour. This one does give some nice luminosity also to the cheek area. It doesn't fade. The shades are really, really rich looking. Now, even though I think using cream and liquid products really enhance mature skin, I do also like to use powder formulas. So the blush we're using today is Physicians Formula Butter Believe It. I love all the different shades in there. And what's nice about these products is they don't feel overly dry or overly powdery. They do feel very buttery. So I just take an angled blush brush and I just swirl the whole area. And then I even just stipple this on. What's nice about this powder is it doesn't settle into fine lines, but gives a soft effect to the skin. It's not one of those blushes that's really harsh, screams, you know, I'm wearing some blush. This one's very subtle. And depending on the formula, you can mix liquids and powders. Now, a new lip liner that came out several months ago, but I think it is wonderful, especially for mature lips, is the one by Maybelline. This is the Lifter lip liner, and I have this one in the shade Big Lift. I also have another shade. This one's more of a mauve-y nude shade. But I love the formula of this because it has hyaluronic acid in it, which is just great. It gives that little bit of nourishment that the lips need. And I think it's really important for mature lips to wear a lip liner. If you're like me, if I just wear a lipstick and don't line my lips, I find the lipstick will sometimes migrate into my fine lines that I have going on here. So I'm a big advocate for using lip liner. But this one is super soft, creamy, doesn't skip at all, doesn't tug, very long lasting. My usual routine is I always fill in my whole entire lip. And yes, by doing that, it does change the shade of whatever lip color you're using. I find that, yes, it does change it somewhat. So once I get that all filled in, I'm just going to use a regular bullet lipstick today. I love liquid lipsticks, but I know that not everybody does. So I thought I would just use a plain old bullet lipstick. So one of my favorites is by Revlon, but it's the particular shade of Bare It All. I think it is the perfect neutral shade. These ones are very, very easy to apply. Very creamy. They last for a decent amount of time, but again, it's a bullet lipstick, so the longevity isn't as long as, say, a liquid lipstick. You will definitely have to reapply it. But I think this goes with so many looks, so many different skin tones, and really is just a beautiful shade. So if you're okay with the lipstick just as it is, then you can certainly skip this next step. I like to have a little bit of gloss, a little bit of shine on my lip. So the one that is my go-to is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. I have this one in the shade, well, I actually have several different shades, but the one I'm using today is called Amber. And this shade, I think, just complements the lip shade nicely. And I don't put it all over the lip. I usually just center it right in the middle. Just gives a little bit of extra shine. Now, this is certainly a step that you can skip if you are somebody that doesn't wear your makeup for a long period of time in the daytime. But if you are somebody that wants your makeup to stay in place, I recommend a setting spray. One of my favorites is the one by Milani. It's the Make It Last Dewy Setting Spray. I think there's a matte version as well, but because I want more of a dewy look, I'm going to use this one. I always give everything a good shake. I just apply a little bit to the face, and the mister on this one is quite nice. It disperses it evenly. And then I let that dry down a bit. And I'll take my sponge and also press it in. And you can see how when it says dewy, it's a little bit extra dewy. And this is why I said earlier in the video that I was going to use the powder last. So that is usually a last step for me. Powder is one of those things that I don't use every single time. It really depends on what I'm doing that day or if I want my makeup to really set. My favorite one, as you're all familiar with, is the Physicians Formula, the Butter Believe It. I have this one in the shade Creamy Natural, and I believe there is also a translucent shade. So I just take like a fluffy brush, swirl it around in here, and what I do is I just put it where I think I need it. So right now I can see I kind of need it on my forehead, so I'm not so shiny up there, and on my nose, because as my makeup wears through the day, it is going to have a natural radiance, like my natural oils will still come through. Even though I have dry skin, I do have natural oil come through. And I'm just tapping it in, just around my nose area. And I do set it a little bit under my eyes. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, I think these are just fantastic products for mature skin. Everything that I used today will be linked and listed down below in the description box. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe if you're not already. And as always, I hope everybody has a great week and a great life, and I'll see you all very soon in my next video. Bye!